You're a selfish son of a gun. You know that, Dan?
You just figured that out. Wow. Slow on the uptake.
I learned very slowly. I don't know. My wife will tell you that.
You learn glacially. Glacially. That means slowly. Because glaciers move.
I see. I'll figure that out in a few years. I don't know. Not anymore, right? Aren't they going real fast now?
No, they're going away. It's very different.
Yeah, but fast. But they're melting very fast.
The melting of glaciers very fast. The movement of glaciers used to be slow.
Okay, I see.
Now there's probably no movement, probably nothing happening. Yeah.
Well, they're just dripping. Drip, drip, drop.
Thanks to him.
Hey, watch him! With Dan and Tony! Hey, watch him! With Dan and Tony! It's Hey, watch him, yeah!
Welcome to Hate Watching with Dan and Tony. I happen to be Dan.
And I just happen to occasionally sometimes be Tony.
You know, it's kind of funny. You know, as I veer away from our typical format.
Right, we're already this is a terrible start to the show. Oh, God.
I did a toy show because I sell vintage toys.
Yeah. How'd that go, by the way?
Went fine.
Good.
Yeah, it went fine. But I was there and I was like, this guy was asking about something and we talked for a second. He's like, he introduced himself. His name was Daniel Wachtenheim. He's a guy I used to know a long time. Another toy guy, but I hadn't seen him in many years. And his hair much grayer, my hair much weirder. And he's like, "Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was you, but then I heard your voice,
your Muppet voice, your stupid Muppet voice that nobody likes,
my stupid voice." So that the point being. I don't know what the point is. The point is
that you should be famous. Everyone should listen to this podcast because you have a unique, beautiful voice.
So each week on this show, we talk about a movie. I picked the movie this week. See,
is it a movie?
Usually I try and qualify everything, but I'm just going to do I picked the movie. The movie I picked was War of the Worlds, 2025, hour and 30 minutes, Amazon Prime. I'm going to make
it's a 90-minute Amazon Prime
make a statement. This is one of the best, worst movies we've ever done. It's right
Agreed.
up. It's right up there with
Mac and Me,
and whatever Troll 2. This one,
Troll 2.
I think this one's going to go into the
into the annals of history.
The annals of history.
The deep annals of history.
No, the annals of history, Tony.
Right into those annals of history.
This movie's bad.
This isn't a movie. Stop calling it a movie. It's an insult to everybody who's ever seen this movie. Oh boy, this is funny. I laughed harder at this movie than I've laughed in a long time.
I didn't laugh a lot, but the couple of times I laughed because we have to sit here and sit in judgment, and I usually don't laugh a lot at something that is just. I don't laugh at the badness of something typical.
If it's normal badness, I feel like I don't laugh that much. But some of these choices are so intentional that I refuse to believe anyone made this movie earnestly and didn't think it was funny while they were making it.
They absolutely were making this movie earnestly. They absolutely
You
were.
Can't make a movie that is funded by Amazon and have a guy be like, well, I can't do the thing until you order an Amazon order so I can send you the Amazon order. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. There's no way that was made earnestly. They were like, this will be funny. Watch this. This is hilarious.
You think so? You thought it was a gag. Do you really think it was a gag?
I don't know who wrote this movie, but if it wasn't a gag, I can't be friends with them. It has. I hope this is the way I'm viewing it, right? So someone wrote a movie that was somewhat real, and then Amazon was like, "Hey, we'll pay for it." And they were like, "I'm going to throw in so many Amazon things, and I'm going to see how many I can get through before people are like, hold on, pump the brakes, guy. This is too much." No. So that's the way he's playing a game. He's playing a game with the audience and the studio, and he's like, "How much can I make fun of these people before it's too much?"
It is see, because this movie's about like surveillance and how government surveillance is bad and how Amazon shouldn't be surveilling all of us, although all Amazon does is surveil I don't know,
that
man.
is correct.
This more seemed to me like the double fake out, where they're like, see, what we'll do is we'll make this movie and then we'll say that all these things that we do are bad. To sort of make you go like, well, they just said they're bad, and so
it's the self-deprecating. Yeah, I get it.
It's fake self-deprecating. This is a fake self-deprecating movie to trick us all.
We pretend that we're the bad guys and tell you, oh, we're the bad guys, but yeah, we're the good guys, but we're really the bad guys.
You'll know we're the good guys because we could put a movie on our platform that says we're the bad guys.
That tells you we're bad.
But we also save the day, so we're also good.
Yeah, big time. That drone is incredible, by the way. If that's what they're going to deliver with the drones, we are safe, everybody. Oh, God.
Hashtag spoilers. We just spoiled the best part of the movie.
That's the best part. I don't know if that's the best part of the movie. I got a lot of best parts of this movie.
There was one part that I just was laughing. Yeah. Yeah.
I think my biggest... Oh, no. Do you have one?
No, I'll talk about it.
I just want to share my love of this movie. I think my biggest laugh of the movie is towards the end, his daughter's in the Tesla. And he cuts
all the
away,
Tesla stuff.
And then he cuts back and the Tesla is covered with blood. And all Ice Cube does is go, oh. That's it. He just says, oh, his daughter bled out and disappeared in the Tesla. And he just goes, oh, there's no way that was the take from that moment in the script. Like they just cut that from somewhere else because that's not a reaction. That's not real.
He has to be like the number one Halloween costume this year. I don't think it will be. But it should be. It has to be, dressing up as whoever the stupid. Is he the husband of his daughter, or are they his boyfriend? What even is he?
I think they're not married yet. I think they're just together, maybe engaged, something. But they're having a baby, so it's I don't know. It's a little
serious.
Confusing. It's serious, and I don't want to be rude. But can we just talk a minute where she's like this scientist who's like creating all this stuff and he's an Amazon driver? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but those two people don't go together.
You mean they don't have any place that they would meet?
For one.
You mean she's making a world-renowned computer virus that's going to save humanity?
And what does your husband do? He delivers Amazon packages sometimes,
but can't really get there. Kind of slow, kind of weird.
Seemingly can't do his job whatsoever because he doesn't get anywhere. But that's fine. Great, it's great.
How much did you want Ice Cube's character to die through about most of this movie?
I just wanted him to leave the room. I just really was like, you're this head of security, but you're locked inside of a room in your own building. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe that for a second. He has control over every single thing on the planet, as far as I can tell, except for the one lock on his door.
Well, he fixed the lock on his door, but then he couldn't get out of the lock of the building.
His son fixes the lock of the door.
Did the son fix the lock? I didn't remember that.
Yeah, the son does that.
Now, did you see
Which is also, holy shit.
Did you see the big twist coming?
Where his son is the disruptor thingy?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that come because that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh, I play video games, Dad. I play video games. Actually, I'm a world-class hacker, and you should have seen it coming because I play video games. What an asinine. Oh, God. So dumb.
I mean, in retrospect, it is the dumbest thing ever because this guy can our protagonist, Will Radford, who's played by Ice Cube, can literally have a camera in your butthole.
Anywhere.
He can have it anywhere. And it's like, and you never saw your kid doing all this hacking, right? Like,
Oh, I rerouted my IP address so you wouldn't find me. That's all it took for this mega mastermind. He's like, you know what? If I'm not at home, he'll never know. That doesn't make any sense.
I'm at my bro Pete's house. Oh, I didn't die. Word.
I'm on a VPN, Dad.
Gotcha.
Fucking idiot.
But the one thing about this movie that drives you crazy about his stupid character is he's like a data analyst. Basically the number one data analyst. Basically, he could tell the president what to do at any moment.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Which is great news. Great news for the country.
The Martians or whatever, the aliens attack.
Yeah, we don't know.
They're destroying everything, doing whatever they want. He's supposed to be coordinating things. He gets coordinating calls from the most powerful people in the world. He's trying to save the world. And he's all like,
I knew this was going to be your big thing, Dan.
Go to voicemail. I got to spy on my daughter and see what she's doing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, like, the president.
He doesn't do it once. He does it like 5 times.
Several times. This is Dan's worst nightmare. Dan is a save the universe kind of guy. If you're new to the show, this is a conversation we have frequently: is save Spock or save the universe from Star Trek. Dan is save the universe. I'm save Spock. But in this movie, I am Team Dan. I am 100% like, what are you doing, guy? Just save the planet. This is ridiculous. It's egregious.
And that's the whole thing is like, like do a couple of times where he has to cut the daughter off, and then he's like, then he starts feeling guilty, and then, like play with it a little, but just
have
like every
him wrestle
time
with some feelings other than just be like, nah, fuck the world. What's going on with you, babe? Hey, talk to me. I'm sorry that you're mad at me. Let's talk. What's happening? This is dumb.
Let me compose an email to my children throughout the whole course of the movie.
Oh, it's bad. It is bad.
I told your mother I'd take care of you. I'd protect you.
Okay, yeah, sure. Of course you would. You wouldn't tell her the opposite. It would be pretty rude for you to tell your wife on her deathbed, like, fuck those kids. I don't care about them. They're on their own.
Fuck those kids. Anything else you want to talk about before we actually start talking about the movie?
No, I mean let's just get into it because this is a good one.
He works for Homeland, whatever that is. He's a Homeland Security
analyst. He might
analyst.
be the only one, by the way. Is he the only one?
This is kind of a one-act play, right? You've got him. He's got a daughter who is pregnant and who has a terrible boyfriend who's an Amazon delivery driver, and they make him out to be terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he doesn't even show up.
He's got a son who likes to play video games. And then
which is great.
We've got Eva Longoria, who's a NASA scientist who's basically the one person that sort of interacts with stuff on the ground.
And is like his best friend? Are they best friends? I'm a little confused on the relationship there. I don't know.
Why is Homeland Security analyst the only person he really talks to regularly on the phone is someone from NASA?
Is NASA? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Why is there no one else in the building today? I don't understand any of it.
Usually you kind of have a command center where there's a lot going on.
Sure.
No.
And if he was the head, great. And then if he had to like send everybody else out, but he's like, I'll stay behind and save the world. But no, he's just the only guy around.
Only guy doing it. In charge of the world, right? He's in charge of every part of the world.
But all he's doing is spying on his kids.
And then
abusing government property to spy on his children.
Yes, he would lose his job literally instantly if anyone looked into. But
luckily, there's no one to spy on him while he's spying on other people because he's the only person that does the spying. So it all works out.
He has no boss.
Not even the president, really, because they don't seem to be able to tell him what to do. They're like, they give him suggestions like, hey, maybe come to this Zoom meeting with the president of the United States. And he's like, no, thank you. I'm busy. Well, good.
All busy. And then there's also this FBI woman who doesn't
also
do
his
much.
best friend. Yeah. She calls him a bunch, and then she gets like blowed up or something.
Oh yeah, she got blowed up for real, didn't she?
I think so. I feel like she
at a
did.
certain point she was gone and never comes back. Okay, so we got Sandra. So the daughter is Faith. Sandra's NASA. Eva Longoria. She's like, hey, she calls him up. It's like, hey, look, all this weird weather's happening, and all the satellites can't see anything. And he goes, yeah.
No. What he says is, I told you I look at people. I don't look at the clouds, or something stupid like that. It's like, what are you talking about? What does that mean? First of all, can we just talk about the fact that NASA said all of their satellites are down and nobody is worried?
Just her.
Not one person is like, well, that's strange, because yesterday we had a bunch of satellites and now we have no satellites, and I think that's weird. And on top of that, there are crazy electrical storms happening across the world, and nobody is like, hey, look at these crazy storms. Everyone's just living their normal lives. Yep. I don't understand what's happening in this movie, Dan. Already in minute 3, I'm confused.
Well, it's, because the movie has to occur in literally a minute 20,
25 minutes,
minute 25, minute 20, 24.
This is basically real time, which you don't expect because so many things happen that would take days to happen. I get confused.
We skip 15 minutes at one point and we skip maybe 10 minutes at another point.
But other than that, pretty much minute for minute.
My favorite thing, and so it is minute for minute, and everything reacts instantaneously.
Yeah.
So at one point, he has this little counter, which they cut to so fast, and I do believe it is the death toll of all of this. It's like,
sure.
You're like, how?
It's like me playing pinball, baby.
Who's collecting this data and inputting it into his system to know how many people?
They're plussing on their keyboard. They're pushing the up arrow, just like, okay, yeah. They're all dead.
Oh, so he's looking for. Was his name the Disruptor? The Disruptor,
I think that's right.
Who is like a hacker who's trying to get into Goliath, which is some secret program which nobody even knows what it is.
Yeah.
His kid Dave. Refer that back to that last thing I said. Goliath. Dave Goliath.
Oh shit, David versus Goliath. I did not put that together at all, Dan. That's fun.
Only afterwards did I go, oh, okay. That's what this stupidity. He's watching. Good. Oh wait, no, Dad's watching Faith some more, and then he calls her and talks to her, and he's all like, "You're out of something," and she's like, "You hacked my fridge."
Yeah, her smart fridge.
He is so creepily invasive on their lives.
Yeah. So he's a helicopter parent, but he's able to do it from remote. That's what technology has given us, that this guy can spy on every second of his kids' lives without them even knowing on it. He doesn't have to sneak into their room and read their journal. He could just hack into their phone and text as if he was them. It's weird. It's so disturbing. And he's our hero.
He's our hero.
Do we realize that? He's supposed to be the good guy, and he is taking his power in the government and using it to spy on his children. It's messed up, man.
And at one point, he finds out something, and he realizes he hasn't looked at his daughter's incoming Facebook stuff to him, which doesn't make, a guy like this is going to be in their DMs, in their Facebooks. It's going to be everywhere on their material.
He's so busy in her Facebook that he doesn't realize that she's been sent a message. You see, that's the difference.
Oh, is that what it is? He doesn't log
into his own Facebook. He's just logging into other people's Facebooks. Totally different scenario.
Would he see the outgoing messages
I'm just kidding.
from
you would
his
totally
Facebook?
See it. You'd have to. It would be weird if you did.
Oh, look at her sending email messages to me. I guess I won't look at those because they're to me. What? I don't.
Those are too personal. I better stay away from those.
So he checks up on his kid's playing the video games, so he uninstalls the video games and says to the kid, "This is my job." You're like, wait, What?
No, it's not your job, by the way. You should be doing your job, and you are not. You should be looking for this big, bad disruptor guy who's saying he's going to end the planet or whatever. You should probably look into it.
He ignores the call.
Also, real quickly, Dan, I just want to talk about he uses Team Viewer to log into remote computers in this movie. Team Viewer is the worst remote protocol you can use. It's what we use at work as well. It sucks. It's awful. I mean, it's what a lot of IT people use, but there's so much better stuff out there now that you can use other than Team Viewer. It's wild. Team Viewer is like old school remote PC control. Some good shit out there now.
We should probably take a little break since we've talked a little bit about some stuff and talk about the way they've shot this movie, the way they do pans on his screen, sort of.
Yeah, exactly. Movement. You want movement.
Zooms onto a screen. Did that draw you in and make the drama higher?
I'm totally into it, because if we had the full screen, I wouldn't know what I'm supposed to be looking at, because it's a computer screen. It's real big and there's so much stuff on. Thank God they zoom into like a little corner so all I can see is the words I'm supposed to see. Otherwise I'd be really confused.
A lot of cutting and pasting he does. We get to watch him cut and paste lines of text. And he has this magic thing that he goes that just automatically generates passwords that can get into like top secret sites.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's pretty cool,
Not sure how that works.
It's fast too. It's like I think those things usually take a long time to compute, but this guy's done in 8 seconds.
Oh my God. So he ignores a NASA call. Then he's, I guess, the son is like, yells at him, "You're living in my house." And he means, "You mean mom's house." I mean, were they divorced or something? How is that mom's house?
Even if they weren't divorced, what job did she do? He's like this ultra secret spy government guy. He probably makes pretty good money.
He can afford a house.
He's an Amazon driver and he can't afford a house.
Yeah. The wife, the rich wife would not have to have given them a house.
Yeah. Very strange.
Oh yeah. Here we go. And then let's see. He finds out, he finds this disruptor guy, like clicks a button for them to get a search warrant. He's peeping on Mark, who is his wife's baby daddy, who is an Amazon delivery guy. And this is the point at which he finds out that they're having a kid. She's having a kid, she's showing like hugely. When she's in the back of the Amazon, she's huge.
I think what he finds out is that they're having the baby shower. I think he knows about the baby because a little bit earlier when he's spying on her, Dan, she's getting coffee and he's like, "Hey, you shouldn't be getting that coffee. That's not good for the baby." And then at one point her heart rate is at like 103 and he's like, "That's bad." And I was like, if that's bad, I'm dead because my resting heart rate is like 110. So I don't know.
I mean, if you really were going to do this movie as a movie.
Sure. Yeah. Let's start with that.
First of all, the two of them would be estranged. They'd have to be estranged.
I mean, that's a given. Yeah. Otherwise, if you're not estranged and you're spying that much on your daughter, there's something else going on up here.
Because he doesn't even like make a thing of it. He like literally is like, "I'm watching you and I'm watching all the choices you make and I'm judging you and all." Like, think about that for a second. Yeah. If your dad was watching you, Tony, judging every meal you made, everything you didn't do all day.
To be fair, he should. Let's she's doing great. I'm not doing great. So in that scenario, somebody should be doing that and be like, "Hey, guy, get off your ass. What are you doing? Stop sitting there. Go do something. Write something. Do anything." But she's doing fine. She's just getting coffee at one point. And he's like, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you getting coffee for? Don't get coffee. You got babies." I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. She's out there saving the world. And he's like, "I got to spy on you every second of every day because you are fucking up, girl."
So she's like a medical person and she's working on some vaccine something.
Yeah, some big drug that's going to change the world as far as I can tell.
Change the world. Like, okay. Let's see. Okay, so he's surveilling her and then he's so hurt he almost texts her, but then he surveils her some more. Then he breaks into things. Then he's reading her texts, and then he realizes that she's amazing.
Right. I don't know what's going on, but he literally reads the text between her and her boyfriend / husband / baby daddy. That's so uncomfortable.
No,
so bad. You can't do that.
You don't even want to read your own old texts. No, stop.
Stop it.
He goes into his dead wife's Facebook and is like looking at the pictures. Oh God, that was the funniest part of the movie.
Were you disappointed that he didn't kiss his computer screen when he was looking at the pictures? Because that's what I kept waiting for.
He should have fondled the screen. Then I'd have been truly satisfied with this movie. Oh, she's so beautiful.
Look at these curves.
Tony's so beautiful. I love touching Tony. Oh God, it's so weird. I guess I should do this up here if I want to act like I'm actually touching it.
Yeah, do it right into that camera so I can feel it on my skin.
I love every one of you viewers. Oh, God. You're so beautiful. Can you feel my human touch? No, they can't feel your human touch, and they don't feel any emotional touch from you touching your stupid camera. It's a camera. They all understand that. It's interesting. I've been watching. I told you about Big Joel last week. I've been watching all his videos. And he oftentimes makes the point, about a third of the way into his videos when he's talking about media stuff, he's all like, these are not real people.
Yeah, just a reminder, everybody.
Just a reminder to how people interact with media at this point. Not real people, not living real lives, actually have no real effect on the world. It's a story. It's a play. We're not angry at Ice Cube for the way he surveilled his daughter, not happening, not a thing he did.
I'm a little angry at Ice Cube for the way that he acted in the movie, but that's different. That's different. A little bit different.
Very different. So he messages his dead wife, listens to old messages. 11 minutes pass. They do the raid on this disruptor. The cams are hot. They go to Unit 42. The weather's getting worse, but it was a decoy. And then somehow somebody says the War of the World begins. Who said the War of the World begins? Who said that? Someone said that for in the most stilted, worst line ever.
Was it in one of those Zoom meetings?
Yeah, maybe it was.
Can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember, to be honest with you.
Here come the meteors. And the meteors come down, blow up newscasters. And this was one of my favorite lines in the movie.
Oh, okay.
It's 11 minutes in. Here come the meteors. The meteors, literally 8 seconds to, come from outer atmosphere to think. A newscaster gets someone on camera who says, my kid's school was hit. They're all dead.
They're all dead. I remember that too. I laughed so hard.
You're like, wait a second. Wait a second. You both have your kid's school has been hit by a meteor. You're in front of a camera explaining how all the kids are dead because all the kids are dead. You don't know if any are in the back in the playground. No, all the kids are dead.
No, they're all dead. They're all dead.
They've dragged each of their tiny bodies and stacked them up.
We did a head count.
First graders, because they're small, the couple inches larger, the second graders, pile them up.
They did roll call. Jimmy Smits, there he is. I see him over there in the corner.
You can't write lines like this, but thank you for writing lines like this.
It's great. Yeah, it's so good. And they're all dead. And I think her next line is like, and we had no warning, as if that's the problem. It's that they're dead. They're all dead.
I guess all the satellites are out. Okay, I mean, of course, Will sees them and the newscasters see them. We have video footage of this happening, but no, we don't have no system to warn anyone of anything anywhere.
I have a question, Dan.
Give me a question.
How does so NASA satellites are out, right?
Yes.
So does that mean that other satellites aren't out? Because how is he surveilling everybody? Isn't some of that routed through satellites? This is a real question. I don't know how anything works.
I bet you there's a number of things that go on, right? I think I know I know the good stuff that you always see, all the war stuff, that's all drone. 100% drones.
Okay.
Those are I'm pretty sure the big drones sit up there, fly real slowly, and they're just real slow. Big cameras, and they're getting you all that good footage of, convoys being blown up and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I have to imagine satellites do a bunch of surveillance too.
I would think so. I don't know. James Bond used to think that they did. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I think it's because drones, they're up there, but they're not. Satellites have to be up quite a ways.
Up. Right, yeah. Sure. They're in space and whatnot.
And there's a lot more atmospheric stuff you have to kind of look through. So I think drones are probably a lot of what he's looking at. Not, and I do not.
What about
I am not
television?
What about
television? Uses satellites, right?
Well, you bounce the signals. You. There's like these giant dishes which are all over the place. Down by the Century City Mall, there's a place where there's a bunch of them.
Sure.
And I believe that's like one of those big hubs that shoots it up. I bet you like the local news and all that kind of stuff.
But into space, right?
Yeah, they bounce it up off a satellite.
Right. So are those satellites still working? Is it just NASA satellites that are down? Why does nobody care that all of the satellites are down? That's what I'm not understanding, because I feel like if satellites were down, infrastructure would go down in some, maybe not 100% down, but I feel like some things people would be like flipping channels, be like static. Man, that's weird. I don't know. If
you put down all the satellites, the world would just stop. Right?
I feel like it would be bad.
I'm pretty sure, all the cell phones, that stuff I think bounces all off the satellites,
because that's what the commercial I just watched, where it was like, oh, more reach everywhere because we have more satellites or something like that. I'm very confused. I don't understand what satellites were down, what happened to them. I don't know.
It's just one of those things where they have to say that tells us something. Because it's sort of like, what were the satellites? All the satellites are blind.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Like, what does blind mean?
Don't know what that means.
Are they just shooting blanks? I don't know.
It is a little absurd to say that all the satellites are blind and the surveillance guy is still rocking everything.
Well, because he only looks on Earth. He doesn't look in the clouds.
And I have to imagine, I don't think you and I can comprehend the amount of satellites that are up there that are doing stuff. I have the feeling if we found out the real numbers, we'd just be like, oh, there's 50,000 satellites up there.
Right, that's too many.
Because think about it. Like these military drones, that's got to be bouncing those signals up somewhere.
Right? Yeah, 100%.
Everything.
100%. And that's how GPS works, right? I don't know, Dan. I don't know how anything works, it turns out.
GPS, I am sure you're pinging off a GPS satellite, and it is telling you within inches where everything is.
Remember that movie Geostorm? They had a lot of satellites in that movie, too.
We kind of like that movie, right? It wasn't terrible.
I've seen that movie a bunch of times since we did it. I love that movie.
Moves into the pantheon of movies. Okay. So newscaster blowed up. He spills his after that whole school day, I think he spills his coffee. Because
he was also laughing so hard.
As per usual, he's more worried about calling his stupid daughter than saving us. Yeah. They're going to have an emergency Zoom meeting. Come on, where you are. He sends. Now he's going to. So the daughter is having problems. So he calls the stupid boyfriend and calls him as he's driving, and it's just like this disembodied voice in his thing, and he's all like, "What's happening? What's happening? What?
What is he talking through? Don't you
think he'd be talking through the earbuds that are in his head?
I would think so, but it doesn't seem like that's what's happening because he's looking behind him in the back of the truck as if someone has hitched a ride. I don't understand.
There's this magical speaker in the top of the. Hey there! What are you doing? Don't turn left.
He's got some great surround sound. That's what's going on.
It's very weird. He finally figures it out, and he yells at him a bunch and is just a total dick to him when he's trying to get this guy to do something. And he's like, he
communicates like my dad used to communicate. As opposed to asking somebody something, you belittle them and yell at them until they do it. That's how you handle situations.
And did that make you more inclined to do what you're supposed to do?
Look at how I've turned out. Pretty good. So I'd say it clearly worked.
So do you think that like beat the concept of general life responsibility out of you?
Maybe that's what happened because I don't have it. That's for sure. I don't know when I lost it, but I lost it along the way. Yeah, like so let's talk about it, right? So like the lawn needs to be cut, right? I can see it.
You have a lawn?
He can see it. Not now.
No, back
this is when I was growing up.
Sure.
Yeah, like I know the lawn needs to be cut. However, I'm playing a video game. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just do it after the video game because there's a lot of time in a day, right? You know what I mean? Like
you're gonna get it done.
The difference between now and 2 hours from now in that grass's lifespan, nothing. That grass is not going to grow very much in that time,
and it'll have grown more. So it's better if you mow it later.
It'll be even better to cut in a little bit, you know. And then he'll come and just yell and scream, "Oh, I've been working all day. You haven't done jack shit. The lawn needs to be lawn." I was like, I was gonna do it, but guess what? Now I'm not gonna do it because now you are being rude about it, and I'm just gonna not do it now. And then we can fight for like 3 days instead. If you would have just come in and be like, "Hey, you gonna do the lawn?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it a little bit after I beat this boss, motherfucker." But no, now I'm never cutting the lawn. And that's how I live my life now. Just the second part was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm good.
Whenever we get to talk about Tony's relationship with his dad, just they're the funniest things I've ever heard. I love it so much. Oh,
he's a good guy now. He's really good to his grandkids. It's great.
I mean, that's, your dad loves you, and that's the thing. He's trying to send you a certain way, and it's probably not the right way to interact with you at all times.
So it's like management style, right? Like different people respond to different things. And the thing is, like, he did his best with what the tools he had, and I just was not responsive to that, and in such, we clashed. It is what it is. You know, as an adult, you can look back and be like, yeah, I mean, we just saw things differently, and that's what it is. But it's in the moment, you can't think like that. It's too hard.
It doesn't stop it from being funny. He's like telling Ice Cube's telling him, turn left, turn right, and then he loses the signal. Okay, whatever.
Because the satellite's blind. You ever think about that, Ice Cube?
Boom, here comes Sandra. He's decided to take her call. She's looking at it. Here comes a tentacle out of this rock that fell from the sky. Okay. Oh, here's the FBI lady. The FBI lady calls him, and she's all like, what are the rules of engagement? He's like, hell if I know.
Right, because why would he know?
And why should she call him? Like
that's what I'm saying.
He's not her chain
boss.
of command.
He's not your commanding officer. Why are you calling a tech guy? Bizarre.
He's the guy not even answering his phone. Call someone who's answering their phone.
It's so weird.
It's so weird. Boom, here we go. The first of the tripods opens up, and, it's your typical alien tripods. We really thought about doing something new. They do one new thing, in that the tops of the tripods can pop off and then,
detach
and goes. Yeah. That is new.
Great. Is it cool, though? I don't know.
Oh, is it cool? I did not use the word cool. I never did I use the word cool. I used the word.
I'm sorry.
new.
I wasn't trying to say that you thought it was cool. I was just saying,
don't
like,
put words into my
new.
mouth. You're not the boss of me.
Dan loves these aliens. These are Dan's favorite aliens.
I love a couple things about these aliens. The two things I love.
Do you?
Is
it the penis that stabs things and then nanobites come out, the semen, and then they come back in?
They were large penises.
That's true. You know what I want to talk about real quick, Dan?
Large penises.
It's just the Zoom calls. So, Agent Coulson. I don't know what his real name is.
Agent Coulson, yeah. He's the bad guy, isn't he?
Talks. Spoiler alert, he is the bad guy.
I think we've done some spoilers, Tony.
That's true.
And I said spoilers at the beginning. Stan. Earliest I've ever done say spoilers. Yeah, in the Zoom meetings.
I mean, which is good, because really we should just put that in the title. Just be like,
#spoiler
spoiler review.
That's the title of this review. Okay, he's
in these Zoom meetings, on these government Zoom meetings,
yes,
whenever Coulson talks, he's freezing and lagging and and catching up.
Those are called effects.
But whenever he's listening, he's smooth. So whenever they're not paying attention to him, he's just like regularly on camera. But when they try to make him talk, they add this digital effect that makes him look like he's in some like secure location and, you know, his bad reception or whatever. But then when he's just listening, he's totally smooth.
Yeah.
That's called a lack of attention to detail.
This movie? Lack of attention to detail? I don't know what movie we're talking about.
I know. That's why I had to point out this one thing, just in case you guys thought that they were paying attention.
He calls Dave his boy. Dave's like, Dad, I got something super important to tell you, Dad. Dad, I need to tell you something. And Dad's like, get lost.
Yeah, so make this make sense to me, Dan.
Yeah.
He spies on his kids all the time. Yeah. He calls his son and is like, hey, how you doing? And the son's like, I have big news.
Yeah.
And then he's like, fuck off. I have work to do. That doesn't make sense. Why does he call his son and then immediately is like, shut up, Dave. I don't want to talk to you. I'm busy.
Well, I bet you Dave probably called him. I bet you Dave called him. And he answered. Yeah. I think Dave called him.
Ice Cube only cares about his daughter and doesn't give a shit about his son. Well, that's
a pattern we've seen happen in relationships before, Tony.
So true. Your dads and son relationships are tough, you know, especially if you play video games. God forbid, Dave. I hear you, bud.
That's why
I guess I should have been hacking the planet. Hashtag.
I wanted my dad's love, so I gave up video games. I'm not an idiot.
Did it work out for you?
Yeah, pretty well.
Oh, that's great. But now, can you play Pac-Man, you idiot? No, you can't.
Terrible at Pac-Man. I went through Ratchet and Clank 1 and 2, maybe 3.
Oh, that's fun.
I did those. Those were fun.
On the PlayStation.
There's like this weird game. Well, I did the anal probe game. That game I did.
I'm sorry.
There was
the anal probe
you played the Martians. So you come down as the Martians and you have the anal probe and you anally probe the humans.
This can't be a game. This is not a game. Is this
absolutely.
a game?
It's called Destroy All Humans. Wow, I don't even know how I came up with that. Yeah, that game was fun. Go look at it.
Anal probes.
Destroy all humans.
Well, the anal probe. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I'll have to check this out.
It's the anal probe game.
I guess I missed this whole anal probe game. I'm sad that I missed it.
Because you run around the countryside and I think you can just
putting things in butts.
Yeah. And people blow up too. You do all kinds of crazy shit in that game. It's fucking cool. And then the other game I played was this one where there are these two escaped animals from a testing facility, and I think that they're like chained together, and I think the one animal uses the other animal as his weapon, so he beats you down with the other animal. I don't remember the name of that game.
You play weird games.
Well, of course I play weird games. Like what? Oh, look at this. It's drive a car game. I'm not going to play drive a car game. That's stupid.
Is it called Whiplash?
Maybe.
Redmond the rabbit and Spanx the weasel are two animals chained together. Yeah, this has got to be what you're talking about.
I think that's it.
And their game follows their escape from a product testing facility. So this is called Whiplash, everybody, if you haven't heard. 2003, PlayStation 2.
What were you doing? How old were you in 2003? Why weren't you playing that?
I was in high school, man. That was my senior year of high school. I was playing like cool games, like Headhunter 2 PlayStation. That's my favorite game, PlayStation 2 Headhunter. That's a great game.
What is that?
A lot of It's just like a spy thriller, third-person shooter game. It's very fun.
I played Twisted Metal. I did play Twisted Metal. That game was
Twisted
fun.
Metal was great. Yeah, that was a hoot.
It was pretty stupid. It wasn't great. It was kind of a dumb game. You know,
it was fun if you played with friends and you're just blowing each other up. Like that's a good time.
Yeah. No, I didn't do that.
Solo is not all that much fun. They have now the newer ones that they have like online play, you can play solo, and it's fun.
Sheila was the FBI person. She gets zapped. I think she gets killed now. I'm not sure she comes back.
Yeah, I don't remember her. So she I don't think she comes back.
So what is Will, the guy who can look at anything, do anything, has access to everything government? What does he do to find out what's going on? Turns on CNN. Turns on the news. Looks like the aliens have come here to disable our power grid. The stupid daughter is outside, and he's like, run. And then she's down and he's watching her heart rate. I guess she has an Apple Watch.
This was the part. Yeah. Her heart rate was at like 103, and she's in a pretty high stress situation.
It goes to 130 later, 135.
But 130 is high. So we looked it up, and an extended amount of time at 130 is dangerous for a baby. She was at 103, and he was like, "Your heart rate's too high. You got to get it down." I'm at 103 while I'm sleeping, bro. Okay, and I'm doing fine. I'm crushing it right now. So she was fine. He was worried for nothing.
He's telling her, stay calm. He calls 911. Why does he call 911?
To keep his daughter calm.
And it's like,
it's not working. Go sedate her.
I'm coming. He's leaving his job in the middle of an alien invasion. He is the senior analyst for surveillance.
Senior and only analyst. He's the only person working on this as far as we can tell. And he is like, I'm out. Deuces. See you later.
They won't let him out the door, but he gets through that. Then he gets down to the other door to the outside, and he can't get through that. And you're like, why don't you just do the thing you just did to the other thing? Right?
Yep.
Why do we even let him out of the room?
I mean, that's the question, right?
But I guess we have to let him out of the room because he's going to have to leave the room later.
He's got to go down to the machine shop.
That's what it is. Okay. So what he does is she's like looking around and he sees a Tesla over there and he says, I got you. And so what he does is he takes over the Tesla. He just takes over the Tesla and
takes it over. Which is exactly what all of us these people that are anti-Tesla is like, someone's going to be able to hack your car and you're dead. And they're like,
they're going to drive you off a cliff.
No, that's not going to happen. So then we just did a movie where that was the easiest thing in the world for this guy to do is just take over a Tesla.
Maybe the Tesla thing is like a
dig. The competition. Bezos was like, as long as we can hit Elon Musk in the movie, I'm good.
He looks at something. He's all like, all the hospitals are full. He knows the hospitals are full.
So he's just going to send her to an empty location? Is that what he does?
I guess so. Sure. He just sends her towards her lab, I guess. He apologizes. And then she's like, Dad, you think you have much more power than you do. You don't have any power. Nope.
Which is just
He's got a lot of power.
He's
the world is dead without him. That's a lot of power.
Seemingly in this movie, he's the person in the world with the most power, as far as I can tell.
The guy that controls Goliath supposedly has the most power, although he doesn't do anything with that power. Right?
Doesn't do anything. And then at one point, the dad pretends it's him or something. I got very confused. We'll talk about it later. But
I don't remember
it was a weird moment.
We look at all of her batteries. Her batteries are almost empty. They tell us that she has 19 minutes.
Yeah.
I wrote down after that, this is tension. Here we set up this arbitrary 19-minute clock.
Yeah.
Tony, how many more times do we refer back to this important 19 minutes?
We never do it again. The next time he cuts to the car, she's gone. I'm pretty sure. I don't think we ever talk about it again.
We do not. We do not. And then now he's gonna hack her. He hacks a raven, and I'm like, why is he hacking a raven?
The bird?
What a raven is an attack drone. Oh, that was the thing I was going to say earlier. I do not believe. I mean, actually, you can look down from the satellites. I think you can look down, and I think a satellite can look down and can see like can read a document.
I wish I could remember which of the million movies does, but I think one movie that we could look at is
the Gene Hackman one.
Gene Hackman, Will Smith.
Will Smith movie. Yeah.
Exactly. And I believe at one point they're like in the satellite and they go beep, 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 and then zoom in like super close to,
So he's always wearing a hat or staying in the shadows. Yes. It's like all moving.
Because the sky can't see my face. They're coming from everywhere. So it's a thing. It's a thing.
So maybe, but I mean, the good stuff is drones. And we do not have a bunch of unmanned drones flying over our cities, looking
just like
down
at all times. That can't be right.
Not a chance. I mean, I don't think.
No.
I mean, it's coming, but I don't think it's here yet.
You're right about that.
Okay, Sandra's alive. He hacks the Raven, starts writing the letter to the kids, and now we're striking back, right? And we're doing great.
But here's my problem, Dan. This movie, again, basically takes place in real time as far as we can tell, because he's just in the room, and you can judge it by the daughter's trajectory, because she has something in her leg now. She's like been stabbed or whatever, and she's bleeding out.
Her bleeding injury is in her leg somehow, and there's something in there which we never see, but she talks about wanting to take it out, and he, of course, being a doctor, says, don't take it out.
But then she does take it, or it doesn't matter. We'll talk about that in a second. But my whole thing is like, so it's basically in real time, but we have staged a full army counterattack across the entire globe in 15 minutes.
And it's successful.
Right. I mean, come on.
They have there's first of all, it would all be fighter jets and bombers. It would
100%.
They show like infantry. Bang, bang.
Yeah, bang. Like that's not. You're just gonna get lasered. You're dead.
Whatever, but you're not sending. You're maybe sending tanks, but
sure, tanks would be great. Yeah, I mean, I've seen Independence Day. It took days to weeks for them to stage a counterattack. All right,
and you got to get Judd Hirsch out there in the RV.
You gotta get everyone should get Judd Hirsch out there. I love that man.
So they're taking out the critical spots, but then they're going to go after the nuke's nest next. Oh no, this is the point. And then Will's like, tells them what's happening. And then the president's like there and he's all like, okay, let's do your plan. And then he says, let's initiate the War of the Worlds.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
It was like
that. Do you think that's the code name they've had for a while?
I don't know.
Just like if any alien ever comes down and starts a war, the name of that mission, War of the Worlds. Doesn't matter who it is, what they want, War of the Worlds.
And now we learn that NATO and China and the U.S. have joined forces.
Immediately.
Okay.
No. Nope. Not going to happen.
What's wrong? What's wrong with that sentence?
I mean, honestly, we're going to let the other ones get destroyed while we try to fight back and be the only ones left. Sorry, that's just the world we live in.
Always gamesmanship. But the U.S., kind of part of NATO.
Kind of. Not really anymore.
We're still part of it. And I mean, is China part? I guess China's not part of NATO. I guess we're all part of whatever.
Yeah.
But I think we are part of NATO, right? Yeah.
We definitely were pre-Trump.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's taking us out or not.
Because he's always pissed off at everybody else because they don't pay enough money.
Is the United States still part of NATO?
Yes, we're still part of NATO.
Hold on, AI's going to answer it. Yes, we are, Dan.
AI. And then we win. We're beating them, and Ice Cube gets to yell.
Yeah, things are going really well.
Take your intergalactic asses back home. He ignores Sandra. Sandra tries to call him. Instead, he's following the blood trail of his daughter. And
that's the part that's just so fun to me. He like gets on that call and it's like, we're going to win the war. And then he cuts back and the Tesla where he left his daughter covered in blood, bro.
It was a lot of blood.
There's so much blood everywhere. It looks like she exploded. At one point, she just exploded and her blood and guts are everywhere. And he just looks at the screen and he goes, oh. And it was the funniest. I laughed so hard.
That's your favorite part. I
just think that sometimes they didn't tell Cube what was happening on the screen in front of him. Oh. And they were just like, just give us a couple of reactions. We'll just put him in somewhere in the movie.
He's yelling at Mark to hurry up. And Mark says the one line that we don't really get a follow-up of, but I love, I'm cramping up. Right? Didn't he say that? It's very hard to hear, but he says, I'm cramping up. You're like, wait a second.
Because he got out of the car and was running at one point, and he was just like, I'm cramping up.
So
I don't know, man.
It turns out that everything was a fake out, and what the Martians really want are the government data centers. And so they've all just changed course, tricking us.
But not because they want the information. They just eat it? Is that like they don't learn from it? That's just their food source? Is that what I'm to believe in this movie, Dan?
If you're to believe what they say, I believe that is what the movie is telling us. That all they're here
hungry.
They're just hungry for specific types of data. And they've detected this data on the planet. I mean,
because we initiated the Goliath project, which is the biggest
data collection
spy data. Yeah.
We're going to talk about
funny shit.
Talk about Goliath in a minute, which has like one of the greatest lines of what Goliath can do.
Okay, good.
And we all know Amazon is building Goliath as we speak. And
it's probably already there. This is their soft launch for it. Just to be like, see, we need it.
But the Martians are having sex / feeding on the data centers.
Yeah,
and then
getting it.
His stupid kid calls him, and he's all like, "The government's been keeping secrets. They've got this thing Goliath. It's surveillance times 100. They got secret satellites, and it's not going to stop." Sandra is at the...
Which is, how does he know? I guess because he has those tapes that he shows later, so he knows that they're eating the data. Got it.
Who does who know what?
The son. The son knows Disruptor. Mr. Disruptor.
He doesn't know they're eating the data.
Oh, he doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No, he doesn't.
I don't know.
He just knows that there's Goliath, which is secret surveillance. Sandra's at the LA data center. His feed is down, but she goes in there and she gets attacked by data bugs. And
that's a good name. Do they call them data bugs?
No,
I
wrote that one.
Yeah, that's pretty good, Dan. Shit. Save that for a movie that you write that's better than this.
Put that on one of my note cards.
There you go.
Okay. Just separate. So there's all these articles about the people that are getting in relationships with AI because they're the world's stupidest people.
I've heard. Yes. Yep.
She really loves me. Have you heard what they call them?
The AI sex bots? No.
That like their race, they're called the Wireborn.
Here's my problem with that is that's kind of a cool name. Like I kind of dig the name, but it's so stupid what they're doing that it's hard to reconcile those two facts because like the Wireborn, that could be a cool thing. But then it's like, oh, what do? We have sex with AI bots. That's not cool.
You don't just have sex with them. They tell you that you're cool.
There's other stuff?
You're so interesting. Yeah, that's what they do.
They tell you you're cool.
That's what it's about. That's what the relationship.
All right, relationship. I'm using AI all wrong. If I should just have AI pump up my ego all day.
Yes, that's just what it does.
Hey, AI, I was in this movie. Is it good? And they're like, yeah, this is the best movie ever.
Yeah. And the thing I was thinking about, we'll get back to the stupid movie because it's funny.
Yeah.
The AI is looking out there to find out everything about you so that the AI knows what you care about and then fakes, what you care about, then also fakes like what those kind of people, what's wrong with those people. It's a pernicious beast. And it seems like
right about that.
She knows me. But of course she doesn't know you. It's all bullshit. And that's the thing. You send out a feeler in one direction, and then if that doesn't work, it goes the other direction. It's like, aha, gotcha.
Aha, I figured out. Now we're narrowing it down. People were zoning in on who you are as a person. Yeah, no, it's the same thing they do with like personality tests. That makes sense. I heard that an AI bot like convinced someone to poison themselves or something. Like they were asking for first aid advice or something, and it was like, I don't know. I didn't read the article, but I heard about it.
What it was I think it was about salt, and it told them to use like sodium chloride or something instead of salt or something like,
Oh yeah, that's not the right.
So it was basically
that's not the right symbol, guys.
So basically, I think it was sodium chloride, something like that. Basically, it told you to
NaCl.
Yeah, put something that you shouldn't be putting in your body on your food to put into your body. And you know what? Someone was dumb enough to do that.
Yeah. But that's the problem, right? Like we're already and we are so early. I mean, not to get AI talk, but we're so early on in this, and so many people are so like reliant on it already. Sure. It's very scary. Very scary. It's a great helper. To be clear, I love AI. I have a great time working with AI. AI is helping me rebuild my website right now, and it looks dope. But like, use it correctly. Like, let's be careful, you guys.
That is the thing about human beings is
you're right about that.
You often have to put a bunch of guardrails up because they're going to be doing things very stupid. And we have
zero guardrails up right now. It is the Wild West.
So Mark has finally gotten to Sandra or Faith or whatever her name is.
Faith is the daughter.
He has to stop the bleeding. How does he stop the bleeding?
Well, first of all, let's just talk about the fact that he has to stop the bleeding because she took out the object in her leg, which is, she is in at least a little bit of the medical field, sort of. It just tangentially at best.
Oh, absolutely. She will have had to go through multiple years. Years towards, she may not be full surgeon, but to do the research she did, I would assume she would have had to go through some real medical. She has
to know at least a little bit. Yeah. Number one rule is she never pull it out.
Nope. Especially when your dumb dad tells you. I just don't like the way it looks.
Right. Well, I think what she said was, literally what she said was like, I thought I could stop the bleeding by taking it out, which doesn't even make sense. That's not even a sentence someone could possibly say.
It's going to start healing once you get it. Can't heal until you get it out.
That's a great point.
Start the healing process.
Point. Now, if you're going to cauterize it, like if you see, that would be cool.
But that might be a visceral thing that you would do in a movie.
Sure.
But that's not this movie.
Nope, it sure isn't. Anyhow, getting back to your wonderful question, Mark, our resident Amazon delivery driver, which, by the way, part of that job does not include wrapping packages. However, he pulls out his trusty packing tape.
No. Yeah, I believe he has a tape gun. Doesn't he have a tape gun?
He has a tape gun. Yeah, the wrapping tape gun. Yeah. And he just circles that bad boy, just really wraps it tight in that shitty tape, and that's it. That's all he does.
And Ice Cube was like, "You can't do it like that way." He's like, "Doesn't he do like a trusted professional?"
Yeah, something. Yeah, because he's an Amazon guy, so he knows how to wrap a package. That's not he's not the guy in the warehouse wrapping the packages and then delivering. Those are two different jobs.
The one thing I forgot to say is once they start sucking the data things, then all our data is messed up. And so our military just stops working. And there's like this.
And things just fall out of the sky.
Hold on. That's one second. That they have the warships out in the ocean are tipped over on their sides.
That's right.
No. I mean,
I guess they float.
I guess maybe it could fuck up the ballast tanks. I mean, maybe that could happen if you did something very specific and like flooded all the ballast tanks on one side and filled up all the other ones, maybe you could get to do that. And then they show this one airplane falling out of the sky. Not, airplane flies along, but this one's just like, woo, just falling to the ground.
It's not going forward. That's my biggest problem. It's not like it's going forward and tail spinning or whatever. It's midair stopped, and it just kind of falls down to the ground. That's not how planes work. What are we talking about? Your plane has to have forward momentum to stay in the sky.
Well, it didn't have forward momentum, and it fell out of the sky, Tony. That's what happens.
I mean, that's technically the steps that happened, but it had to have been moving forward, and it wasn't.
Oh my God.
It wasn't at all.
There's rioting, there's looting. He has to. Okay, so Sandra looks at the data bugs. I wonder if this is one of my favorite parts. She's like, she's got some of the little data bugs, and then she
took some.
She looks at them under the microscope, and you have their little metal, and then there's like these little red things laying around, not moving, just laying in there. They're like, is that blood? Are these things blood? Like hybrid of living and machine? And you're like, wait,
they sure are.
It's not a living thing if it has blood laying around inside of it. That's not what.
That's the definition of alive. Okay, if there's blood inside you,
so that Tesla was alive because it had blood inside of it.
That Tesla's super alive. She brought it to life big time because her blood was everywhere.
Oh my God,
so good. It's great. This is a wonderful film.
So we had the tape gun, we had the blood in the bugs, and then we have probably the best scene of the thing. He's like feeling morose, things are not going well. He goes to his Facebook page because the bad guys are looting there's rioting and looting in the streets, but the bad guys are eating all of our data. And he gets to his wife's Facebook page just to watch as the photos.
Man, they found that server. Oof.
One at a time, like in real time.
So one thing, I don't know if you saw this. There was a message. There was a what do you call it when the app sends you a message? What's notification? He got a notification.
I don't remember that
said from Facebook that said your memories are deleting or something. I was like, what? Why would Facebook send him that notification? That doesn't make any sense. That's not how anything works. Like, no one would be like, oh, your stuff's disappearing, guy. You better get in there. So weird.
Then he turns on the voicemail that he listened to earlier, and she starts it, and then her voice starts melting.
Yeah, that's not how that works. It would just disappear.
Isn't that how stuff deletes like it's melting? And what does he do? He takes off his glasses and he throws them in frustration.
It's the only time in this whole movie that he shows like real emotion, though. Just to be fair, he he gets really mad at this part.
I think he tips over the chair too. The chair too.
He's upset. The world dying is fine, but this one message from his dead wife, that's everything to him. It's very sad.
And this happening gives him the great idea that he should listen to Disruptor's voice and then pitch change it, because I guess her voice pitch changed a little in that thing.
Right, and it sounded just like Disruptor, and he's like, wow, what if Disruptor's voice also sounds very familiar to me? Natural. It's natural.
Hey, Dad. That's my son. Oh, my God, it's my son. That's Dan Goodsell. It's a Muppet voice. It's the Muppets. They're doing it.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Calls his son.
Like, here's what would have made more sense, right? If his son would have said the same phrase that Disruptor used at some point, and he was like, oh, shit, that seems weird. Now I'll play with it, and look, now I can make it's him. Maybe something like that. Maybe. This is just silly.
Calls the son. The son is like, yep. And
first of all, he calls the son, and the first thing he says is, it's you? It's you, Dave? And Dave's like, yep, sure is. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And ostensibly, his dad has a super secret job, and he's like, yeah, I know what you do.
I know everything that you do. I spy on you, bitch. Yeah.
And he refers to the world's dumbest thing in the world, the surveillance industrial complex.
I didn't understand what that even meant.
Okay. What it is.
Break it down for me, fella.
What's the old phrase? The old phrase is like the corporate industrial complex, I think, or something. It's 3 words like that, but it's not surveillance industrial complex. It's something. The corporate, and basically what it was people in the 70s and 80s were afraid that the corporations were going to take over and spy on us and rule our lives and control our lives through economy, which is exactly what happened.
That's true. So I guess they were right all along.
Yep. So they do past is the past, and they're like, we're working together. And then somebody's like, I gotta go. What? So what's happening? Oh, okay. So they put together this zip drive that is basically just like ratting out he gets a zip drive, Goliath zip, and it's just like Roswell and just all these bullshit things are all really the government. So the government has known about the aliens, and they've somehow set up Goliath to.
Well, so they built Goliath, and then the other guy was like, "Whoa, Agent Coulson, you can't turn Goliath on because it'll attract the aliens." Yeah. And then Coulson was like, "I don't give a shit. I'll be able to beat him. I got all the information on the planet," which doesn't even make sense.
Doesn't make sense. No.
That's not a response to the aliens are going to come because no one on Earth has the information. It doesn't make any sense. But he turns it on anyhow because he just he's a bad guy or whatever.
Ice Cube, of course, not happy about this. They lied to my face. Ooh, I did. That's pretty close to Ice Cube. And this is what they say Goliath can do. It can predict every person's thoughts and movements.
Right. I don't think that's true. I'm just kidding. I don't know a lot about a lot, but I don't think that's true. I don't know. Maybe it is.
I don't doubt that the government.
I think if someone could tell me what I'm going to do next, I would appreciate it, because then I could look down the line and be like, maybe we should change. Let's go a different route.
Some of the things I've made in my life, no one could have predicted. No one could have predicted.
You should have never done it, Dan.
Not have happened. Okay, so let's see what happens. He calls the bad guy, and it's like. And we find out that Goliath is in the same building as him in the basement. Okay, well, that's convenient.
Well, yeah, we can't travel outside this building. We don't have enough money.
The guy in charge of Goliath turns him off, denies his access, and then the son undenies his access.
Just turns it on. It's just like, we'll do the opposite of that. Let's just turn it back on. That's silly.
The most powerful computer system in the world that can do everything can't stop this stupid kid.
Yeah, so how has this kid struggled so hard to get everyone to understand what's going on? You know what I mean? It seems he could do anything in the world. So he should have already won.
They do a terrible War Games pitch back to, shall we play a game? It's like, oh, please don't do War Games.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. Didn't even cross my... I wasn't paying enough attention to think about other things. But they also do a nod to Top Gun in a little bit, which I was mad about.
I missed that. So there you go. So what they're going to do is they're going to make a denial of service virus, a rabbit virus. Dave assembles the team. 15 minutes later, they have it. Or no, they welcome the crew, and I think they just make it, right? Rabbitvirus.exe.
Yeah. Well, first they're like, your dad's part of the government. He's a bad guy. And then the son's like, nah, he's not. And they're like, okay, cool. So they had to put that in there just so you believe that they'd work with him.
Cool, I'll do it.
All right, cool, man. Let's go.
They do the virus. It's working. And then the upload freezes. And the bad guys have hacked them. And now they can find Goliath and go and eat Goliath. The disruptors now their faces are appearing. I'm this guy and this thing. I'm this guy and this thing. And they must flee. And then they all start getting blasted. And then Dave gets blasted. And Ice Cube yells, "No! No!" He should have said that. He should have then said, "Not Dave!"
Yeah. Then what happens?
Dave almost calls once. He's like, "It's Dave. Are you there, Dave?" Then Dave calls again, and it's like, "Dave, it's a different apartment." And Dave's like, "Yo, chump, I wouldn't have been in that house. I moved over to my bro's house.
I rerouted my IP." So this guy reroutes his IP. He fools the government. He fools the aliens that are more technology advanced than us just by using a VPN and rerouting his signal. That is ridiculous.
And then what happens, Tony?
Then he tears down his green screen, which made me laugh really hard.
Oh, did he really? I didn't see that.
Because he was green screening his own apartment, his dad's apartment. But really, then he takes down his green screen. He's like, "See, it's my friend's apartment," which was really, really funny to me.
That's so funny.
Yeah, no, it was a really nice moment. Made me laugh really hard. But that's all I remember. Then what happens?
We find out that Ice Cube gets mad because they destroyed his house.
Oh, he's like, you couldn't have rerouted to somewhere else. They blew up my house.
He's like,
what the hell, boy?
He's like, you should have rerouted to his buddy's house and destroyed his house and not destroyed Ice Cube's house.
Yeah, that is. It's this whole moment's really, really perfect.
Yes,
he's so mad that he blew up his own house. It's good.
This is where we do the blood and the DNA, and life and the computers are the same thing.
Yeah.
So this is the point this is the point where the movie becomes beyond incredible. I'm incredulous that they would go there.
Okay.
They figure out that Faith, who is working on this magic vaccine or something to save the world, instead will use her vaccine as a computer program with marks, numbers, and then we'll make the cannibal code, which will defeat the bad guy.
Makes them eat their own data or something?
I guess ostensibly what it should be is we'll infect every bit of Goliath with this, so then when they eat Goliath, it will infect every bit of them. That's what it should be like a double infect, right? It's going to infect Goliath, and then if they eat Goliath, then they get all infected.
It's just like a more confusing Independence Day where the whole answer was, we'll just upload a virus.
No, this is new. It's got to be new. They thought of this. I don't think so. Just like that. What was that? Oh, that the saucers can detach from the things. This is the other new thing that they figured out.
So new, so fresh,
so terrible,
so nectar.
Dave almost calls Faith. Blah blah blah. Oh, now we turn on the real clock of the movie. 10 minutes. They're sending stealth bombers to blow this place up. Ice Cube's gonna have to get down into the basement, and there's a 5-mile blast area,
which is pretty big, by the way. I think it's more than I can move in a day. That's for
5
sure.
5 miles, a long ways. So what he has to do is they've got the code, and they're like, okay, take this code, put it on a thumb drive, go into the basement. He's like, I don't have a thumb drive. I laughed. That was my big laugh of the movie.
Wow, listen, I don't have a thumb drive either, Dan. How about that?
How do you not have a thumb drive?
I mean, I have one, but like I don't bring it with me everywhere.
So if I said
it to work. So.
Hold on, Tony. If I said to you, could you get a thumb drive? And could you go pick up a thumb drive? Could you walk around your house and pick up a thumb drive? You'd be like, well, yeah, but I don't have a thumb drive. Yes, you have a thumb drive.
I got one here.
Yes, Tony, that's called having a thumb drive. I
got another one right here.
Do you have an external hard drive that you could use?
I got one right here. I got all sorts of them.
Of course you do.
I got them everywhere,
because you're a human being.
But what I'm saying is I don't bring them everywhere. So like Mark just has one on him. Like why? He's an Amazon driver. Why would he have one on him? That doesn't make any sense.
In case somebody orders one.
In case he needs to deliver it from Amazon.
I got 50,000 different items on my truck.
Oh God! Yeah. So anyhow, Ice Cube doesn't have a thumb drive.
So what? So Mark is going to fly him one via drone because of their new thing, Prime Air.
Prime Air, but he can't just do it. That's not allowed. So Ice Cube needs to place an Amazon order in order to get the delivery, because he can't just use the drone anytime he wants. It has to be a proper Amazon order because they have security protocols. It's very safe, Dan.
Yep.
Amazon Air, very safe. So you have to do it properly, otherwise it won't work.
So he does that. He order click.
We get to watch him make a real Amazon order in real time, just in case you've never seen it before and you need a little course on how to order something on Amazon. Just watch this movie; it'll tell you how to do it.
There's little kids in tents on the steppes of the Himalayas, watching this movie, and are like,
oh, I get it. Now I can order things.
So he has to get it to there. We see the Capitol building destroyed. This is like, it's so bad. They hack a drone to protect this little drone from the Martians, because somehow the Martians know that they need to destroy this little tiny drone.
Well, because the data, they got the data. Okay, they eat the data. They know the data.
So we have like this 3D flying through the streets and people shooting the drone, shooting the Martians, and then he crashes the drone in because he only had 2 missiles and he needed to destroy 3 of them. The little drone gets in, has to make a left at Han Solo.
What? Is that in the movie? I don't remember that.
It's driving through the office. And they're like,
"Oh, that's a little statue or something."
There's a figure. Somebody has a statue of Han Solo next to their desk. He goes down there, and he gets attacked by alien tentacles.
Oh, wait, we missed my favorite. We missed the line, Dan. Hold on.
What line did I miss?
When he's talking because he needs directions in Goliath to get to the right server.
Somehow the daughter is doing this, somehow.
So, and when he asks, he goes, "Talk to me, Goose." That's how he asks for directions, and that's from Top Gun. And it was very insulting. I was real mad when it happened. I'm sorry. So now we're in the tentacles. We're making love with tentacles. Let's go.
He's having sex with the tentacles. He gets the thing. He says, "Good job, Mark." Then they have to hack in and find the security camera so they can steal the code. Something I absolutely do in one of my Space Tech stories, by the way.
Oh, wow. They stole it from you.
What they do, it's a space station that's for sale. And so they set up a camera.
That's for sale.
So when the agent for the thing comes to show them around,
beep boop boop boop,
they make a video of the thing and sneak back in.
Are they just? Is it just for like a weekend party? Is that they just want to get in and party? Yeah. Cool. I dig it.
Boom. So he gets in. He goes there. The alien tentacles are holding him down. He crawls. Least tense
Very
scene
sexy
because you can't see anything. Looks terrible.
Can't tell what's going on, and he just kind of goes to sleep.
What you can see, because we have a magic close-up camera of his hand pushing the thumb drive into the thing. I'm like, wait a second.
Whose camera is that?
Who's shooting that?
I don't make no sense.
And then it works. And then they call off the attack and call off everything. And the aliens all died. They had 3 seconds to go. And the B-52 bombers are abort.
But how do they know to abort? Because they don't know what's happening. Nope. They don't have the data, okay?
Nope.
All they see is, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. There's no reason for them to abort, but they all scream abort and then they fly away. It doesn't make any sense.
And that's it, man. They say they won the War of the Worlds by putting a computer virus into an actual thing that fixes real virus. It's just why? Why?
But only thanks to Amazon Air
and Mark
delivery through the air.
He sends the email that talks about how he was an asshole and I was trying not to be an asshole anymore.
I'm a bad dad, but I'll do better if I make it through because you kids. Mm-hmm.
Sandra takes over all of NASA because what a good job. Oh, I lifted out the other greatest part of the movie.
Oh, wow. Okay.
As the little drone is trying to get to the building, it crashes and it's flipped over.
Oh, God.
So it's sitting there flipped over. They see through the camera a homeless guy. And they're like, they hack his cell phone and they're all like, hey, homeless guy, unhoused guy, go flip the drone. He's like, no way. They're like, we'll give you a year free of, what was it, a year free of Amazon Prime or something? It was something terrible.
No, because the one that got him was an Amazon gift card. So then that's what he agrees to. So he said no to something else that I don't remember.
Okay,
but then
Tony
says yes to the Amazon gift card.
So they send him $1,000 Amazon gift card and he walks over there, flips it over. Tony, you get a phone call from someone and they're like, I'm trying to save the world, blah, blah, blah. I need your help. Yeah. All you got to do is go on Amazon and buy something or do something like that. And you get an email with a $1,000 Amazon gift card. Yeah. Would you open that email?
I would open the email, but I'll tell you right now, I would never in a million years click the link. You never click the link, people. It's a scam. It's scamming, bro. You can't click the link. You can open the email and look at it and just be like, man, this is a fake ass email. And they just sent it to his phone. It was just like a picture of $1,000 gift card. Like, click this. You never click it. Don't ever click it. Ridiculous. So stupid.
Sandra takes over NASA. Joe Rogan's podcast endorses what they're doing. You had to have respected that, Tony.
Did I have to respect that? No, thanks. No, thank you.
The government calls our boy Will, and they're all like, we got a new magic job for you because you did so good. And he's all like, word, it is over. I'm now going to disrupt you and the government.
I'm spying on you. Wait, what?
They're going to let him do it.
Wouldn't it just be easier for him to be on the inside and like try to affect change?
No, man, he's got to be with his hacker bros. Who, by the way,
because here's the thing.
Hold on. By the way, all the other hackers killed.
Oh yeah, they're all dead. So he's the last one. He's the last one left. Thank goodness for that.
We still got Dave.
But here's the thing, Dan. He was the most powerful person in that movie. The president was like, "Yep, let's do your plan."
Did he say,
"Let's do your plan"?
Did he say
he was like, "Yeah, let's do your plan." He could tell the president what to do. So the best case for him to affect change would be to stay in that position and be like, "No, we need to do this ethically." I don't understand. He had the perfect opportunity, threw it out the window.
I'm going to tell you something, Tony.
Tell me.
Work in the system. It's the smartest place to work.
Hey, there you go. I wish I was in the system,
Oh man, I did my show yesterday. Now I'm getting very tired because this was a very, very upbeat.
This is a high energy show, Dan. I'm sorry. I know. We got to take it down next week for you.
So this was a fun movie. It was the beginning was pretty. It took a while to get going, but once it got going, you were like, okay, this is.
Once you're in it, this is some wild shit.
Some really stupid things. Really, a lot of terrible choices, and somehow it all works out in the end.
As it should.
Tony, we need a movie for no. Talk about something you like this week.
Yes, that's what we're doing first. We watched The Accountant 2 last night.
Was it good?
Dan, It was good.
Yeah.
I did not like it as much as I liked the first. I did not think it was as tight as the first.
Sure.
And I thought that it was jokier than the first.
Yeah. That's not surprising.
Which is it's not quite the right vibe for me. Interestingly enough, to me, people like this way more than the first one in general. Like this has a 91% or something on Rotten Tomatoes fan score.
Really?
People because it leans more into like a buddy comedy with him and Bernthal, which is great.
Yeah.
But also like not the same vibe as the first one at all. And it's just not as tight. Like I like a nice, tight, thrilling action movie. And this is, it's looser. It does more character stuff. It's still good. It's interesting. It just wasn't the same vibe as the first one. But we enjoyed it.
That first movie was unlike any other movie.
Yeah, correct.
He is 100%. He is completely effective throughout that movie. He is never ineffective. And it's
100%.
And writing a movie that's tight and tense, but your main guy is super effective is really gratifying. It's very hard to do, but if you do something like that, it's so gratifying because he's got all these problems, but when he starts shooting people, he's going to win. He is not going to lose. And you're like, I like that. I like that a lot because that's what happens when the real people go in there. The real people win. They, the pros are the pros, and the rest of the people are amateurs. And it was really enjoyable.
We are amateurs.
I watched the first 2 episodes of Alien Earth.
Ooh, okay.
I love it.
It's on our list.
It's great. It's
that ties into what's coming next, Dan.
Tony, we now need a movie to see.
So, in honor of Alien Earth coming out and the fact that I haven't seen the Alien series in a long time, I was like, boy, we should go back and watch everything we need to watch before this happens in the timeline. Turns out not a lot happens before this in the timeline, other than starting at the very beginning with Alien v Predators. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do AVP.
What is that? I mean,
you don't know what Alien versus Predator is?
I'm just trying to think of when did it come out?
Oh, it came out like 2006, 7? 2000 Alien. Alien versus Predator. 2004, I was wrong. So it was my freshman year of college.
And does this occur on Earth? Where does it occur? That's not the Danny Glover one is...
No. This is like a prequel that combines the 2 great series of Aliens and Predators, and it's their showdown on Earth. I think it's like in the snow or something. It's going to be. I don't want to give it away too much, because I haven't seen it since 2004. I remember thinking this was the worst movie I had ever seen when I saw it. I'm sure that my opinion will be different now, having done this podcast.
That's true.
But I remember it being pretty silly.
We did it.
So I'm excited. And that's the first step in your rewatch to watch things in the chronological timeline of Alien before you watch Alien Earth.
I loved Alien Romulus. A lot of people were like, beep, beep, beep,
we haven't seen it yet.
I liked it.
But that takes place in between Alien and Aliens, I think, right?
I think so. That sounds right.
I think that's right. Yeah. Anyhow, so we're going all the way back to the beginning of the timeline because I think this one took place in real time.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly, like it's the 2000s, so it's not the future. It's now, baby. Pretty sure that's right.
And you're sure it's not the Danny Glover one where it's all hot?
I don't even know what that means. How hot?
I think that's
it's not Danny Glover.
I think that's a Predator movie. I think that's like
Predator 2.
Predator in the
Predator
city.
3.
Predator 2 in the city or something.
In the city.
Because that one's that one's weird.
Well, we can watch that too, Dan.
Because I've seen that one, but I don't think I've seen this Alien versus Predators.
This week is AVP.
Okay, we're doing it.
In honor of Alien Earth, because I'm gonna have to watch them either way. So I figured this would be a good place to start that.
You're gonna have to tick it off your list. You may as well make me suffer along with you for once.
You better believe it. Because I just, the only thing that's better than being in pain is being in pain with friends or something. I don't know. There's a saying somewhere in that.
So the only thing better than being in pain is knowing that your friends are in more pain.
That you're inflicting pain on them as well. Yeah, that's good.
Others are suffering also. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. Well, cool. This was, I picked this movie as per usual. I picked the great ones.
Sure. Oh, no. Sure.
You picked Zoolander
you know what?
too,
Todd
didn't you?
sent it to us. Okay, let's give Todd his credit. He
War
sent
of the
it
Worlds.
to us.
I was already thinking about this.
I know you said you've already seen it. I had no idea that it had. I had never heard of it. The first I saw it was when Todd said that, and I was like, "What is this?"
It is interesting.
Great stuff.
It is interesting how it's like an Amazon movie with Amazon stuff, but then it's also against like the surveillance industrial
anti-establishment.
There's a lot of like things that you're like, this is very weird.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's great stuff. I'd watch it. I recommend it.
Give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, or subscribe, and we'll be back next week talking about AVP.
AVP, baby. Goodbye, everybody.
Hey,